In 2023, my team and I embarked on an unforgettable road trip from Nairobi, Kenya to Cape Town, South Africa, journeying through 9 countries. Though we had limited time and couldn't explore as deeply as we hoped, that experience left us craving for more. This time, we are back with 6 full weeks to dive deep into 4 incredible countries. Good morning from Pittscope. Yeah, this was our camping site. We were right below the ark. Now, something about this camping site is that it's a very popular place. So very early in the morning, you'll hear people walking around. I'm Liv Kenya and I'm traveling with Hadia behind there, and Patrick, who's behind the camera. And we are still in Namibia. We are actually just finishing up our trip around Namibia. It was a 12-day trip. So we're left with like maybe 2 days or so. 2 to 3 days left. And we are in this rocky park. Oh my god, the scenes we've seen in this place are just out of this world. The ark I'm telling you about, it looks like a dragon's eye, or Adia says it looks like a crocodile's eye. For me, it's just any reptile, mostly the dragonish ones. Yes, it looks like that. It has the best view of sunset and sunrise. The photos there, hot like fire. That is why I was obsessed with that place. I've gone there more than 3 times. This is the same place where they are the Himba community, so we'll be visiting them with some Bushmen villages. There are also some rock art in this place. We have like maybe 2 hours to do all that, and yes, the checkout time is 11, so we will be driving around the park, seeing what we can. And if you're a hiker, this is the best place for you, because they are the easy ones, the medium ones, and the most difficult ones, including the rock climbing. So you can choose, there's a map that you'll be given where you can choose whichever hill or rock you'd like to climb. Yes, so it's a little paradise. That is all I can tell you guys. So let's go and just drive around and see all those places that we can within our time. It's 8:53. We have up to 11. Later on, we'll be going to Aus. We're not sure whether we'll sleep at Aus or Etosha, but we are going further north. So what I can advise you is, if you can come, if you intend to camp at this place, come as early as possible so that you can have enough time to go around the park and also have the sunrise and the sunset at this place. It's very, very beautiful. That one I can tell you for sure. It's very beautiful. So guys, we are trying to find the rock pool. We've been told that there isn't water, but we are determined to find one. There are actually 2 of them. So let's find out. Huh? Echo? So there is a chance that it's there. Look at that. It looks like a waterway. So here is the pool. I think with water this place will be very beautiful. We are going to these mountains. One of them is called Pontok, with an elevation of 1,629. The rock art is by the Bushmen.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Those are not upside down, man. You cannot approach your animal if you're hunting. You might scare it off, so you need to crawl on your forelegs to get closer to the animals. That way it's gonna be easy for you to do your hunt. And then over here we've got the rhino. A rhino is a sign of water. A rhino is a bit dark in color, so for the ink they crush the red ochre stone, mix it with animal fat and animal blood just to get a darker color to do the painting. And then it's a sign of water. Its head and horn show you the direction in which you would find water. The heights on which is drawn show you the service where you would find water. If the rhino is drawn a bit underneath, it means the water is somewhere under or on the flat grounds. If it's a bit on top, it means it's on top. So it's facing this direction. Can you see the stone there with the antenna on top?
Yes.
There is a first line like it's been cut. Can you see the line?
Yes. Yes.
The top one, and then the second one. There is like a hole. That's the rock pool. Yes,
the rock pool.
So it's indicating to the rock pool.
The rhino is
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Plus it's a bit drawn a bit high, meaning you need to hike up to find the water. So I call this the all days Facebook, where people were dropping each other messages. Yes, ma'am. And then over here you find a movement of people. Men were drawn either holding a spear or with both bow and arrow. And women were drawn either holding a kid in arm or being followed by children. And they always walks in a straight line. Men in the front, men in the back, to protect his family from all type of predators.
Amazing.
Yes, ma'am. And then over here you find the zebra. Zebra is not a painting, that's an engravement.
Okay.
So they used the stone called gemstone called quartz. With the quartz, they made the engravement, and then for the white ink, they crushed the shell of the ostrich egg, mix it with dry water calc and animal fat, and then they did the white stripes. The reason why they did the zebra is because it's a secret animal to the Damara people. They uses its skin to make clothing, just to be different from the other native groups. So if you come across people with the zebra skin, you need to use clicks for communication. Yes, ma'am.
The Damara people.
Yes, ma'am. And then over here you find half upside down people again, but these are people which are surrounding a fire. Those days people would have complaints. Some would say it's too hot, animals are far to find, we're getting sick. So all these problems, they would pass it to the group leader, which was called the shaman. Shaman was someone which is more connected with his ancestral forefathers. So once the people have complaints, he would organize them to make a big fire that we call the holy fire. Some people would hit the ponga drum, some clap, some sing, some dance, just to bring the ancestral spirit to the ground levels. Once if the shaman is within trance, it's going to be easy to pass the complaint, get the answer, and then pass it back to his people. You can keep that, you can smell it.
It looks golden.
Also.
It's called the golden tree.
I know. I call it the golden tree, but the name of the tree is the Camphoria tree. It smells a little bit like lemongrass.
So they take the bark, burn it, and then it will form like some sort of perfume.
No, what they did is they would take the dry stems, put it inside the fire, surround the fire. If the steam rose, then this is how they're going to smell like.
What's the name again?
Camphoria.
Camphoria.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Plus the tree is like a snake. It removes its old skin to gain a new one. 2 mountains was one big mountain that got separated by a volcano. Millions of years ago, days of Gondwana. There was volcano running from the highest mountain to the second highest.
How many click sounds do you have?
We have four.
Okay.
The first 2 is always difficult, but the last 2 is always easier. One line. If you get angry. Yes, ma'am. 2 lines. If you ride a horse. Yes, ma'am. So for me to use all 4 clicks together in a sentence, then I must invite you guys for a dance.
Guys, we've learned a lot about Bushmen just from the art. And now we know there are 3 tribes: the Damara, the Nama, and the Khoisan.
And the Xhosa in South Africa.
And the Xhosa in South Africa. They are the ones that speak with the clicking sound. It's very interesting how their syllables work and the sounds. Oh my God, that was amazing. So when you get there, you'll get a guide who will explain everything to you. And yes, he's getting paid by the camp with with this particular reserve, but you can tip your guide. Always tip your guide. Come across this tree. Look at this. It's like some of its branches come out of the granite rock. Look at that. It is right below this mountain. It's in one of the campsites. We are going to each campsite. It looks like each campsite has a different view of this place. So that is exactly what we are doing. And this one is called Secret. This one is Secret?
A and B.
A and B, yes. There is this tree. Yes, I guess to go back this way. Yeah, they're there. Look at them. There's someone down there. Some of them are there climbing. That one looks like a cave. Look. We've been going around Spitzkop for some time. There are so many things to see. Some of them you'll get to see them, some you won't. So do not worry. Even for us, we did not manage to see everything. That entire trail is called the Rock Trail. Get the map at the entrance, at the reception, and it will be able to guide you. Otherwise, it's been amazing just looking at those granite rocks. Oh my god, they're so beautiful. Different angles. If you like photos, you can just come here for photography, by the way. Just photography. Nobody is stopping you. If you want to fly a drone, you need to get some permission there. We would like to go and see the Himba community, and we are here at the reception. So we are going to inquire about it and see what how we can be able to see the community, and then we'll head further north towards Etosha. If you're new to my channel, welcome on board. Welcome to my virtual family. These are the kind of cool stuff I show people, so I'm glad you've joined us. Rural village, Damara, traditional dances, songs, wedding, ceremonies, picnic, campsite. Spitzkop Cultural Camp, Himba village. So these are two different types of houses. There is this type, and this one is grass straws. So let's go and see the people. We have come to the Himba village. Unfortunately, we've not been able to have the cultural tour. We've seen them, but we've not been able to do like a cultural tour because today is the election day in Namibia. It's the quietest election I've ever seen. All this time it's been like a campaign season, and we've not seen any campaigns. So it looks like it's easier in Namibia than other African countries, which is a good thing. So there are some Himba ladies even there. We're from their village, but you cannot take photos, or you cannot without paying 250 Namibian dollars. But for us, we did not want just to take photos. We wanted to actually get to understand their culture, which we have not been able to because there is no guide, and they're speaking in Himba. I don't know how they call it in Himba, so we cannot really understand what they're talking about. Yeah, but it looks like a pretty decent family. We'll just have a drink and then we'll go towards Etosha. I'm told there are some villages there, so we are hoping to get like another cultural tour of the Himba people up there. Yeah.
huyu arudi. Masana Mkenya lazima tachelewa sana.
This is house. We are getting into house. Oh, Uis. That is a brick factory. So this is Uis Tin Mining Company. Look at that. Ozohira and Himba village. Even 36 kilometers. You know something. Wow, guys, it looks like we'll be driving in between the mountains. This is spectacular. Let's hope we won't have much hiking, because most of these rock arts are not easily accessible. So I'm just crossing my fingers that it's very close. Wow, look at those black rocks. Zina Kafiri. We've gone to the reception to inquire about the white lady. Apparently, the white lady is 2.5 kilometers from the reception. You don't go by using the car, you do like a hike, and it's almost an hour and a half one way. So two way is like 2 hours. Hey, you guys, the sun is up and it's shining like nobody's business. I could not be able to do that hiking in this sun. So I'm just letting you know so that by the time you choose to come here, you know that you're going to do some hiking. That means you'll have to wake up very early in the morning, or maybe come late in the evening for that. And it will cost you 270 Namibian dollars. There's also another art where you will be able to see like an elephant. That one is not very far from the gate. It's like 2 to 3 minutes drive. Just an elephant. It's only one art, and that one you'll be able to see like at 100 Namibian dollars. So me being me, I'm like, I'm not going to pay for one art, for one elephant art. The white lady would have been the best, but the distance is a bit limiting. Otherwise, this mountain has, I'm told this mountain has over 1,000 rock art and rock engraved, yes, rock engraved engravements. So if you come and you love hiking and all that, you will see a lot of them. a lot of those rock arts. Okay, it was a nice drive because it got very close to the mountains. They are just very beautiful mountains. So right now our next stop is Etosha.
The white lady is a rock painting that is dated over 1,000 years ago, and it depicts someone, a person. It is believed it's a shaman in a white robe. That's why it's called a white lady. Shaman is like a religious leader. Some people believe it's a spirit. Some people believe it's a goddess or a god. But okay, coming to see the rock painting, it's more not about the painting alone, but all those engravings depict the life of the San people, their rituals, their day-to-day lives. So maybe it's worth a visit. If you have the time, you should come here. You will learn a lot about their culture and how they lived back then.
Before independence, when Himba people were sick, they were not going to the hospital for some treatments. They were using different herbs from the bush as their medicines. And they were giving birth at home, and their children were not going to school also. And after the independence, that is now from 1990, there were changes that were made by the government. So the first thing is that the government stopped people from hunting wild animals. For now, no one is allowed to hunt wild animals without the permission from the government, as wild animals are now protected. They have also stopped their nomad life. They don't move from one place to another like before. They are now staying at one place, and these are their permanent homes. They have also started going to the hospital for treatments. Some Himba parents decide to send their children to school. Like here in our village, we have 9 of the Himba kids that are schooling, and they are schooling at Ozondachi. It's 25 kilometers from here, and it's a boarding school.
Okay.
Yeah. The owner of the place, the owner of the Hera campsite, is responsible for those 9 children that goes to school. She also provide food for the Himba people every month. Like the money that the people are paying for the visit, that's the money she put together and buy for them food every end of the month. If you come across Himba women, they have a red color on their body. And that red color, it's a rock, it's called ochre. You mostly found it at the places where there's mountains, like in the northern part of the country or in Angola. So what they do with that rock, they collect it from the mountains and then they crush it with stones until it becomes like powder. They mix it with the fat from the milk of the animals. It's something like butter. And then they apply on their body and even on their hair. And when they apply that red ochre, it's a unique way of bathing, because Himba women, they don't bath with water. They've started it long time because most of the places that they were staying, there was not enough water. So for them to save water, they came up with that unique way of bathing to keep their skin to be very soft. It also protects them from the mosquito bite, and it also protects them from the sun. Some people say Himba people are half-naked people because they don't cover this part. They only cover from the waist to the front and to the back with the skins of the animals. And it also keeps them warm during winter time. When it's too cold, they only apply a lot of red ochre and then they sit around the fire, and maybe sometimes they cover themselves with the skins of the animals.
Even right now?
Yeah, they are still doing it until today. A smoke bath is also part of their bathing. It's something like perfume. So the smoke that is coming from the herbs, it kills the bacteria from their body and the bad smell from their body and even on their clothes. When it's come to marriage, a Himba man can marry 3 to 4 wives. Maximum is 4. But for a Himba man to have a lot of wives, he must be wealthy enough. And when we are talking about being wealthy in a Himba culture, it doesn't have anything to do with money. It's about having a lot of animals, a lot of cattle, sheep and goats. So What a man does, he's only allowed to choose the first wife. A man is only allowed to choose the first wife, and maybe after 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, anytime a man decides that he wants to take the second wife, the third one, and the fourth one, then that will be the responsibility for the first wife to look the rest of the wives for the husband. The first wife, she chooses the second, she chooses the third, and the fourth. And she can choose anyone she wants. She can choose the cousin or the best friend or the neighbor. And she can choose anyone she have a good communication with. And they do that for them to avoid misunderstandings and argument in the house. So Himba people, they don't speak English, they only speak Himba language. And like this time of the afternoon, they will greet you in their language, and they will greet you like Moro, Perivi, Nawa. Moro is like hello, Perivi means how are you, Nawa means I'm good. It's a handshake, it's a 3-time handshake. You shake hands with them and you go like Moro, Perivi, Nawa. You just repeat after them. If you say Moro, you say Moro. If they say Perivi, you say Perivi, Nawa, just Nawa like that.
Moro, Perivi, Nawa. Moro, Perivi, Nawa.
And when someone died in the village, the dead body sleep here. If it's a female, it sleep inside the room for one night. And if it's a male, it sleep outside the room next to the door for one night. And then tomorrow morning, they pass it to the holy fire. They do some prayers and some dance. And then they go to bury. They bury the northern part of the country where most of their elders are. They check which plant smells nice. And most of the plant that they use is called Chemifora. Okay. It's one of the trees that they believe that it smells nice.
Yeah.
And that's how they steam themselves.
Nice.
And this is like a washing machine. And the smoke that is coming out, it's killing the bad smell and the bacteria from the skin. Yeah. And that's how they mix it. And that's how they apply.
Nice. It actually feels soft.
If you want to say thank you, you can say Okuhepa.
Okuhepa.
This is where we get mopane worms. You know them, caterpillars. You eat.
Oh, I've seen people eating
those
caterpillars.
brown- yeah, they are very nice and tasty.
Oh no.
And it's one of the trees that Himba people mostly use.
Okay.
It's called the mopane tree. And when Himba people they have a stomach problem, they take the leaves from a mopane tree and then they boil the leaves in the water. When the water cools down, that's the water they drink. It helps to reduce the pain.
Okay.
And also when they have a wound, like they cut themselves a bleeding wound, they chew the leaves and then they place the leaves on the wound. It helps to stop the blood.
So those worms are just butterflies. Baby butterflies. Butterflies that never go to a hive. It's been amazing hanging out with the Himba people. Their chief, the ladies, they are very, very friendly. After they have danced, they were like, we want to see how we look on the video. And I had to show them, and then they were like, they share some words with Swahili. For example, njo for Swahili, njo is come. And for them, they say injo. Also, twende, it means let's go. They also have something. Is it itwende or something? Or utwende?
20.
Yes,
Just 20.
it's just something like 20, which also means let's go. When they're counting, 3 means 3 for Swahili is tatu, and for them is itatu. Itatu. And then 4 and 5 is nne tano. They have something similar to that. And now I'm interested. We are going to dig more about the Himba people because clearly they have some similarity with East African people. Maybe they are Bantus, I'm not sure, I can't lie. But their culture is amazing. They're very friendly, very nice people to interact with. I'm impressed. I'm very much impressed. So officially my day has been made with the Himba people. Yes. And the dance was just the cherry on top. There's a river that we crossed after we left our people. It started getting a bit green. Look at the trees. The trees are looking much healthier here than what we've been seeing. Ostriches crossing the road. There are 2 there. There's another one. We are now 3.
On driftwood, adrift in Puget Sound, a seagull and a seal, an unlikely pair have found. A moment of peace as day fades into night. The setting sun paints the waves with golden light. The seagull graceful in the salty breeze, a light's beside.
Oh, they have horses here. We are back to the tar road and we are so excited. So today we'll stay somewhere called Khorixas. Yes, we'll be staying at Khorixas. There is an X somewhere there. I'm assuming there is a click sound maybe. But we are staying at Khorixas, 120 kilometers from the national park that we'll be going tomorrow. So we'll just rest here. Welcome to Khorixas. And you can see all flags are half-mast. The next episode is coming soon, so stay tuned and please don't forget to share the video with your friends and family, like the video and also comment below on what you think of our journey so far. For our new viewers, please consider subscribing because there is a lot of awesome content coming through. So until the next episode guys, bye!